Namaste. How's it going? What I'm the most proud of in this journey is not my accomplishments. Well, I think it's a gift, and attached to it is the, responsibility, which suits my nature because I love teaching. It's the effect of the yoga to my students, and a number of them have become teachers themselves. And it's heartwarming, it's rewarding to see them grow as teachers. And as practitioners, they develop and build a bond among themselves. Yeah, I would start a class, I would initiate a class, probably with just a few students attending, and then slowly it grows. And then they become like friends, and they bond outside the classes. And yeah, you see them like enjoying not just the practice, but the community. Yeah, and this friendship, this bond, remains. Yeah, not just a temporary friendship, but long-term ones. And I could fully attest to that. And definitely, if you're a teacher, if you're a student of yoga, you might have been like in that situation that you look forward for the classes, not because of the class itself, but also because of the community. Yeah, and yoga, being a personal practice to begin with, and as it is intended to be practiced, when you do it in groups, you share the energy, and somehow the challenges become fun. Yeah, that you realize that it's not a rigid practice. Yeah? It's a fun practice. It's something to celebrate your strength. At the same time, not to worry about attaining a particular technique because of the requirement. Or it's really about our practice. Yeah. Adapting to our limitations, but we use our limitations to conquer them, and inspiration to attain higher, I say, awareness. Yeah, might be as shallow as the physical health, but the emotional, the spiritual benefit you gain from the practice, especially if you do it in groups, it's very meaningful. Yeah, very meaningful. You're building relationships. You are one of the most rewarding and heartwarming comments I've received from my students is that for many, many years, it's the first time that they feel their own, who they are, their potentials, and and even make the bond with their family and friends stronger. All right. So for today, my intention is just to teach you those things I teach my students, and until now I teach them basic ones. Something to pick up your energy, pick up the fire. It might be there, you're hiding, or you might have lost the fire because of various reasons surrounding your lives, but it's always there. Probably it just needs this moment, the instance and the encouragement to resurface again. Sweet. Okay, so we start on a standing position. The position of the upright. The Asana. And then just feeling the breath as it is. You may look forward over the horizon, easy on your eyes, and start to breathe. Your feet may be touching, or they may separate about hip width. That's fine. Good. And then finding the grace through mindful breathing, through the nose, inhaling, through the nose, exhaling. It's my dream that one day, students from all over the place following my teachings, we become one. Maybe an online session, wishful thinking, but it's possible. Okay? Beautiful. All right, with that intention, personal intention, I send my healing energy to you. And this practice might help you ignite the fire again. All right, inhale, arms lift high. Reaching tall. Exhale, loosen your shoulders a bit. And then a few up and down motion. Every time you lift, inhaling. And as you release, you exhale. And just hanging over the vertical. And then shifting the weight of the body from side to side. Good. Beautiful. All right, free your arms. And then here we can just release the legs. There you can circle around your ankles to initiate the opening of the joints. If you feel a bit tight around the joints, you can shake those legs out. All right. Good. And then the arms too. And then some easy marching in place. Massaging and then energizing the nerves of your feet. And then you can swing your arms as well. Easy up and down. Well done. All right, back to the center. Your feet may touch or hip width. Inhale, lift them tall, high over the head. On the exhalation, folding in the middle, hands to floor, bend your knees if you're still building your flexibility. Okay, stepping your right foot backwards, and then the chest opens forward. This is inhalation. On the out breath, straighten that leg and then fold like a triangle over that knee. Inhale, body forwards, your finger pads down. Exhale, hips back, head falls. Can we do this 2 more times? Inhale as you shift your knee. Exhale as you stretch to the back. Inhale forward. And exhale backwards. All right, remain in the lunge forward. Good. And this hand corresponding to the back leg, you're pressing down. And then turn and look away to the side. If you need to modify, you can place your foot just in front of you for easy version. All right, both hands to floor. And then rotate your body back to your downward dog. All right, the right leg goes up. And you can bend and stretch the knee there a few times. You can coil in and out of the leg. All right, and then this foot steps up. All the way through between the hands. Beautiful. All right. And then from there, just place that foot close to your inner wrist. And the other one is engaged. Good. Inhale. And then we're lifting the body to your high lunge. Body to the vertical. Good. On the out breath, we're going to fold it back knee in a low lunge. And high lunge. All right, so adapt. If you feel you need the space for more balance, you can lightly step closer. All right, and can we do this 2 more times? Exhale, lower. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, bending. All right, next time, as we rise, inhale, spring that knee up. And exhale, settle into the position. Beautiful. And then this foot steps back to a lunge. Okay. And then the left hand, same hand as the back foot pressing. And then turn towards this way. Remember the option, your knee is in front. All right, both hands down and rotate the body. And your back leg goes up. And then here you can dangle that leg a few times. You can lightly stretch the arms. All right. And then this foot steps up. Between your hands this time, place that foot in the middle, and the back heel will flatten to about 45 degrees. Exhale first. Inhale, open. On the out breath, folding that knee over that foot. And then release. Just soften here. All right. If you're just starting, don't be stressed about aligning the body parts this way or that way, as long as you perform the basic shape. The shape of the position, that's fine. Of course, your gauge is, for example, if you feel pain, that's not good, but a challenging physical sensation, some discomfort are necessary for us to grow. Okay, this arm flips, and then we reach over the head, and then folding over the knee. All right, keep going. Yeah, initiating the breath now as we lift to the vertical inhale, as we fold, exhale. All right. And this flow has been part of my teaching from day one. Inhaling, exhaling. I love circular flows. Right, and after this next one, we're just going to return your body, your both hands down, and then square that back foot. Beautiful. All right, both hands flat, and a long step behind us. And here, you can walk and stretch the legs, alternating those heels. And then settle in the middle. All right. You can just hold for like 3 or 5 mindful breathing, or you can do the Kapalbhati. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, inhale, lighten your hips high. Exhale them back. All right, if you're not stepping big, you can just walk easy forward and your back under your hips. All right, as you rise, breathing in, lifting tall, back to the vertical lift. And exhale, hands heel, and then rest them down the shoulders. Back where we started. Yeah? Breathing in, breathing out. All right. After one round of moving the body, right away you feel the lift in your energy levels. Yeah? Like you want to continue and keep going. Just imagine doing this in a group. Yeah? Feels much more inspiring. All right, from the top again. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, if you're lacking the flexibility, feel free to bend the knee. All right, back leg, which is the left, stepping backwards, and a mild bend of the knee forward. Good. And let's initiate the breath again. Inhale here. As we exhale, straighten and fold. Inhale, bend and loosen. Exhale, stretch and pressing. Breathing in and breathe out. One last. Good. And this hand pressing down. Yeah. Some safety techniques here. Shoulder over the hand. Easy is here. All right. Reach over the head like the rainbow. And then the hand, place him on the ground. And then just push backwards. And then the back leg lifts. And here you can dangle that leg a few times. And then you can coil around that hip. And then stepping all the way through where your inner wrist is. Okay, and then that heel remains square. Open up. All right, if you experience any knee pain doing this, what you do, you just flatten that foot. But I will give you a variation when the foot is flat. All right, but for now, lift. But this is doable. Yeah, try your best. Yoga is about finding our edges. You can move in and out of the hips. Okay, and down. Inhaling, and in here you can do a light swinging momentum, like you're springing your way up from the floor, all the way up. And then next one, inhale as we sweep up the stand, one leg, exhaling. All right, this foot steps back, and then with control, catch the weight. Yeah, and then from there, the other one, stepping and circle to the side, windmilling the hand back down, and then that leg goes up again. You're gonna feel natural for that first leg to lift after placing the weight over that hip. And then that foot steps up, and the other heel down, opening wide across. The second warrior, the Virabhadrasana. All right, and then loosen. As a teacher, I need to grow my practice as well. So every time I write my lessons, there's always something not really new that I changed my structure. Something same but different. Yeah, for example, in here, if I practice sometimes and that hip is tighter than the other, what I'll do is I'll hang lightly over. And then probably if I feel it, you can relate as well. So I'll give you the freedom to hold it longer since we've set up the breath already the first round, then you can just go your time. Inhaling, exhaling. You can even change the breath pattern here. Exhale as you sweep forward, inhale. And as you hang backwards, exhale. Okay, after your next, you're going to windmill those arms back to the floor where your foot is and square the other one. All right, and then both hands step, one down, and then pedal the legs in downward dog. All right, Kapalbhati, or just your natural breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lighten up. And exhale. All right, your body is more open than before. Try the big step forward. Either leg leads. Inhale to open up. And as you exhale, nice and close to your hips. Inhale to stand, lifting tall. And exhale. All right, free your hands. And then before we do the next one, always have a time for some breaks in between. You can do a bit of this, random ones, side to side. So just keep going. You can march the knees higher, like marching in place. Inhale. And as you exhale, just probably you need a little bit more time to exhale the breath out. Let the pressure of the breath really drain out. And then inhale, nice and expansive. All right, keep going while I sort out my mic belt again. Beautiful. Okay. For this next round, we're going to use the block, and then lifting up and down. All right, that drill I've shared with you a while back regarding using the lightness of the space around us. If you're not doing with the block, all right, so your option is, if you're not doing it with the block, your option is to just perform high knees. It'll work the same as well. Or I can, kick, up and down step, but random ones, or you can do some jog in place and then a bit of a bouncing, just to free the heaviness. All right, and then back to the front of the mat. All right, set number 2, of asymmetrical elements. This time we're sitting our hips back, inhale, sweeping up. On the out breath, folding again, hands to floor. All right, stepping your front foot back, which is the right in this angle. Inhale forward and exhale. All right, now keeping the lunge position, we're just lifting up to the high lunge. All right, remember the modification? I've missed to mention that. If your foot is flat, you're not bending the knee. Rather, you just sway the arms up and down. All right, and then keep going. All right, next time, we're not springing up to stand. Rather, reach forward. You may adjust that back foot to suit your balance. And this arm crossing against the front knee. And then you're twisting away from that extended leg. Engage the thigh. If you need to adjust a little bit, do so. One more breath. All right. This hand pressing down. And then stepping. And same. And circle around. And there's one more thing about my teachings. The sequence are similar, but the order sometimes I just change, so you don't have to look all the time. All right, this foot steps up, as before. All right, and then the other heel down. And this time we're lifting to the top of the mat, a vertical warrior one. All right, breathing in, soften, exhale, loosen. One more breath here. All right, inhale forward, exhale downwards, and this back foot squares, and then this hand pressing, and then windmill across, inhaling, exhaling, and that back leg lifts to the vertical, and you can bend and loosen that leg a few times, And then big step with that foot. Good. This time between the hands and the other heel down. All right, opening wide across, second warrior. So if you notice, we're just doing the same element. We're just rearranging them in a different order. Inhale. Exhale. Inhalation. Exhalation. I arranged them in a way of order of difficulty. How do I know? Because I practiced them. Okay, and then from there, we're gonna windmill. All right, keeping this leg bent or stretch, and then reach forward and down. If you are experiencing pain here, feel free to bend that knee. All right, or that leg remains straight. All right, lifting up, and then we're twisting flat, opening the other hand. For example, you need additional support for the bottom hand. Feel free to hold and then grab hold another elevation such as the block. And then breathe, reverse twisting triangle. All right, from here, release. All right, you can keep the block with you as you transition forward and then lifting the back leg up and then opening to the Ardha Chandrasana or the half moon. You can lightly place your fingertips down, or you can even go as flat as the ground. And stay for 3, 2, and 1. And this hand squares, and then the hips square too, so the hips are flat. Inhale. I know it's easier said than done. Just feel it, visualize it. And this foot steps backwards. Okay, and this hand pressing downwards, and then circle around. Inhaling. Beautiful. Exhaling, and this leg goes up. Bend and stretch the knee a few times. And we're stepping that foot forward. Big step already. Inhaling, and then the other one steps as well. Exhaling. All right, bending and sitting, and sweeping up. Inhale. And as you exhale, you might lightly lower down a bit. Inhale, lift to the vertical. Draw up, and then you can lightly arch backwards. And exhale, back to the center. Good. The heart rate is up. Always on the lookout for any heaviness in your breathing. You feel energized, but no fainting. Okay. Sitting again. Inhale, sweeping. Exhale, folding. And this time the back leg, which is the left, lunging back. And just rearrange your front foot so you're more of a square alignment. All right, when ready, inhaling, reaching tall, exhaling. All right, and then here, the swinging is a way for us to organically rearrange the body parts to suit our balance and lightness. One last. Okay, forward your trunk, this hand crossing, or adjust the back leg if you need, and then the palms touch, and then hold. It's beneficial to stretch the joints and the bones of our feet. By lifting the heel, you also strengthen your extremities. All right, free the hand, this hand pressing. All right, that's quite challenging. Side plank with the twist, or side angle with the twist, and then down, and then the leg goes up. All right, make room for the foot. You can lighten the wrist as you step up between the hands, and the other heel is down, and then facing forwards. Virabhadrasana, number 1. Breathe. You can lightly coil and then flowing from hip to hip. You can circle around as well. Good. Breathing in. Exhale down, and then squaring the other foot. Side press. Take the modification if you need, or you can just step back to downward dog and wait for my next instruction. And then both hands down, and then this leg goes up, and then you can dangle that leg a few times. You can step with your hand flat, and then the other one pressing down, and move across to the second warrior. How you doing so far? Good. We're moving around in circles, turning the head upside down, inverting, lifting, and that's good. I'm gonna reach over the head, exhale, fold. Keep going. And then sometimes I feel like stagnation clogging that hip. Feel free to release the position and then do some random stretching. Okay, and then we're gonna windmill back. All right, reach forward. You can cross that hand outside. You can lightly step forward and lift to your vertical. All right, so the first time we prepared by doing a twist with the bent knee. And then this is like the culmination. All right, free your arms, shift the weight forward, catching the weight and lifting this one up. And then open to the side. Okay, you can look up to your fingertips, or you can just place your hand and remain with the leg balance. You can still do this. All right, and then squaring back, and then stepping backwards, placing the hand, and then turn around. And down. And then this leg goes up, natural, eh? All right, but this time, instead of stepping, we're gonna place that knee through and sit on the floor. Okay, falling from hip to hip. All right, keep going. Beautiful. All right, and we're just gonna sit forward, both legs, and just rest a few times by circling here, push and pull. You can shake that leg and lightly kick it up in the air. And the other one. All right, good. All right, both legs along. Inhale, exhaling. Inhale, reaching. And exhale, softening. And breathing. Good. Sitting asanas, we stimulate the bottom or the lower part of astral or energetic anatomy, namely your hips, your core, and your sacrum. There are essentials for developing the bandhas, as well as to purify those three important foundational elements. Okay, left to the vertical inhale and exhale. All right, leg closest to me bends, this one, and the other one crossing over. And then this arm reaching, and we're twisting easy towards your hugging knee. Good, and then just slightly look away, opening the shoulder and breathing. All right, exhale. All right, you're gonna turn away from this knee and pivot around. All right, good. And do alternate leg lift. Up and down you go. All right, listen. That back leg, that right leg, if you're following this angle, stepping or crossing through and sitting over that front knee. And then roll in and out of the hip. And a few side to side. Beautiful. All right, I feel like holding this longer, so I'll do that. And breathe. Sometimes I deliberately would change the sequence because as I flow, inspirations happen. And sometimes I need to modify my teaching to suit what I see in front of me. And then today, I might be introducing an interesting fun element. All right, come up. All right, both legs. If you need to shake him out and then lightly kick him, do that, yeah? Okay. Now both legs in front. Inhaling, exhale. You can point your ankles, and then after pointing them, lightly loosen and reach. Yeah. All right. Techniques by themselves, they are the sum of the many parts. Yeah. And in fact, I've made quite a number of tutorials regarding the details of each technique. For example, this is the Paschimottanasana. I think I've dedicated a few lessons about this. You may want to have a look at that, or those tutorials I've given a while back, so you can refine your experience. But in the classes, I just want you to feel it, go with the flow, and breathe it. Right? Inhale, lifting up, and exhale. All right, leg closest to me bends, and then you're twisting away from the camera. And easy on your neck, as well as your shoulders. Mobility this round already. All right, untangle. Yeah, pivoting again. You're back to the front of the mat. All right, I feel like doing a little bit of joint releasing practice. So lifting up and down. Okay, and then easy, you can lightly jog up and down. All right. Good. We're going to have a little bit of play. All right. Shorten your downward dog. All right. Open them a little bit wider and then sit like the frog legs. This is inhale. Exhale backwards. All right. Inhale. And lightly look forward to your hands, but don't overstrain the neck. Exhale. Like you can just see what is in front of you. All right. Next time, inhale, clipping the breath. And then don't wait too long. Just spring your way up to the jump, wider outside of the hands. So the breath pattern, inhale, jump. All right, exhale. And then let's repeat that again, okay? If you're not comfortable opening the knee, you can keep them symmetrical, all right? Inhaling, up. Exhaling, one last time. Everyone is capable of jumping. Inhale, sit, and at the top of the breath, go. And land, and then up to stand. Well done. All right, up and down. And speaking of students, don't doubt yourselves. Yeah. Guess what? I've had a wide variety of students, as young as 16, 17, 18-year-old. Well, you are very lucky to discover yoga this early in your life. But I also have students who are past 70s. And I tell you, you'll be surprised how they can perform just as easy as the younger ones. All right, inhale, lifting up, exhaling. All right, and then stepping to the back. Downward dog. Well done. Okay, so next stage. All right. If you have yoga blocks and then you've been attempting to create more of that lightness as you sit, you can use that block as well. Or you can even do it flat on the ground if you're doing your jump throughs already. Yeah, you can go with your block a little bit higher, but just be careful because when you turn the block, it's a bit unstable. Or you can just go them flat. All right, and reaching back. All right, for this round, we're gonna quickly cross each leg at a time. Inhale, exhale, inhale, push, and dangle between them, and exhale. All right, freedom. Good, and let's do a few of this, side to side. Kicking and turning. Okay, and again, this leg closest to me crosses under, and the other one hooks on top. Same as the first technique. It's just that probably this one, you can already bind across the knee. And then do your Ardha Matsyendrasana and a twist. Otherwise, just hug using the elbow. Good, and then breathe. And this position is essential. Yeah. And activating the core of the body. Even the classical books, Hatha Yoga Pradipika, mentions of this particular Asana, the Ardha Matsendrasana, or a twist. All right, free them. Bring your blocks with you as you circle around. And then to the other side of the mat. Okay. You can do alternate leg lift there, up and down, up and down. Okay. Yeah. You can just cross them one at a time, or you can jump them all at once simultaneously with a bent knee crossing, and then you're dangling between them with control, such that breath pattern is the same. Inhale, clip, jump, and through you sit. Good. All right. And then a few side to side swinging. Okay. And speaking of those jumping transitions and transitions in the practice as students, there was a point in my practice that those jumping transitions was just so light. I feel like I'm floating up in the air. But time goes by that I feel like transitioning to the deeper aspects of my spine, specifically back bends. And when the spine opens up on a different layer, a different, I say, level, things that you used to enjoy doing, you are more than happy to let go of them, and there's no regret. For example, all right, uncross and then go back, circle around. Okay, good. And let's do a downward dog. For example, before, I can just go and float up in the air. But now I feel like I always would like to shake around my joints and loosen so I can access the deeper spaces inside. So my practice is less muscular, more openness and lightness within. And I can only attain that by shaking the heaviness out. All right, and then let's go again with the jump. All right, you can practice 2, 3, even 4 times. I'll try and jump it up to stand, some of you, or jump to handstand. Some of you might be doing that already. Why not? Celebrating the gift. If it happens, if it happens, if it not, doesn't happen, there's always the next. All right, breath pattern is the same. Exhale, inhaling, up. All right, for example, that one, I need to redo it again. Probably because I'm talking, I'm not actually breathing. That's good. And then even handstand before, I can easily just lift with my legs together. But now, I've transitioned to something which is less muscular and more lightness. All right. And then coming down and sitting. Well done. All right. And find your mat again. Yes. Well done, us. Good. Okay. And then free your space. Bring yourselves forward. And then roll yourself down. Great job. Yeah, but we're not yet finished. We're gonna be doing our finishing sequence, which is about opening the discs of a spine through gentle mobility exercises, as well as side stretching and easy extension. Good. Let's start with this, side to side knees. Inhale to lift them up. Exhale them down. Inhaling. Exhaling. Good. And then you can free your arms already so you can swing wider across. Good. Keep practicing. Keep going. Let me just angle. If you want to synchronize the breath here, every time you do the dangle, inhale. And exhale to come back. Inhale the other one. And exhale. Okay. Inner hip stretching. All right. Choose either leg you prefer first. And then let that leg move around the circle, around the hip joint, and at the same time, turning and rubbing the inner thigh muscles through the creases of your hips. All right. And then you can also reverse how the circle moves. All right. And you can also do a bit of a rub in and out. Feels good. Because after the jumping, twisting, the standing, our hip flexors, they tend to contract because we use them to hold the balance. And during those techniques, they somehow counters that and then let the hips freely open. All right, and then let's reverse. Beautiful. Good. And a few side to side. Okay, just cross the legs. And then coming up and down, keep practicing. Inhaling, exhaling. So the breath pattern, if you're sitting just one inhale clip, up to sit. All right, throw yourself forward and stepping your hips backwards and alternate the leg lift. Okay, you can add lightly angle. Okay, and shaking your hands as well. Beautiful. All right, knee closest to me. This leg, kneels outside of the hand. Okay, and then just let the other one open and turn your body towards your bent side. Good, and let it fall. Good, and let that leg move around in circles. After this class, I'll continue with my self-practice. And probably you have an idea of what's coming next. But I'll keep talking through the rest of the class. Probably I'll just edit this video in a way that it becomes like a 2-part class. This is like the end of foundation. Okay. All right. And then the arm corresponding, that leg flips over. All right. And you can lightly have a bind behind you. You can traction the neck. So this is like a counter stretch from the forward bending, from the twisting, from the arm balancing. Okay. And then letting go. Open the other arm out. And flipping over that side. Moving in and out of the shoulder. And bind if it's accessible. You can lightly let a tension of stress or exit through your lips. All right, return. Good. Because you're gonna lie flat on the tummy, so you can turn the head either way as you move those legs around in circles. And then side to side them. Reverse them. All right, you can let them fall and touch the ground. Feel free to turn the head, or probably it's lighter with your hands supporting your forehead. Do that, and around in circles. Okay, you can lift the hip and let the foot touch behind. But if you're doing this technique, I would suggest keep the head down. You can use your forearm to support you. You can lift them up and down as well. All right, and around in circles. Once. It's like your spine becomes suddenly so loose. And the hips slide down. All right. And then from there, head to the ground. And then rub around your shoulders. Okay, you can adjust towards the front of the mat by crawling. Okay, you can lift the legs one at a time. Good. Now we're going to practice a position of the Asana, or a mild chest lift. All right, melting the heart. You can adjust those legs. You can rub a little bit forward, so you can rub your pubic bone against the floor, not the pubic bone, but the area close to the generative regions with the elbows bent, like your heart nose. All right, and then press to a sit and lift to downward dog. All right, alternate the legs. Okay, lifting up and down, lifting up and down. Okay, good. And then both knees to the floor. Okay, and then up to your kneeling position. Good, and then can we walk our knees here and lightly sway the body around. Okay, option one with the Ustrasana. You have the arms crossing and they support you in lifting up. You can initiate the back bend by using the hand to move whatever heavy spots getting in the way, like you're giving your chest a good rub. Okay, you can lean back and forward. Good. Good. And then repeat the process. Every time you feel heaviness, release. It means you need to reposition your body parts. Okay, I'm not a proponent of this. Yeah, keeping your toes open, reaching up. You can lightly sway back, and reaching for one hand down the heel, the half camel, or better yet, the full one. If you're on the half version, staying for about 3-5 breaths in one side before changing hands. But for now, if you can't sustain this, why not staying for like 5 or even 10 mindful breathing, repositioning, readjusting, swaying, and opening. All right. Inhale, lift, reaching high, and then sway and dangle. Okay, you can even walk the knees there. All right, and then back to the floor. Okay, hands down. You can just step one leg at a time, or like you're catching to a jump. And now we can flow the upward dog. The spine is already open. And the downward dog. All right, alternate the legs. Lifting up and moving like swaying. Okay, and then this leg now, that leg further away from the camera, crossing, which is the left. It can go straight with the bent knee. For this one, feels my looser side, so I always need to adjust that side, okay? And let that leg circle around. If you want to find out the breath pattern in the circles as your foot moves closer to your inhale and as the open exhale, yeah? And reverse. And a few side to side there. Okay. All right, this arm opens, flipping over that shoulder. You can probably kneel both sides already. You can rub it using your hips. And then out of the joints. You can allow the head to coil away from that shoulder and away from the collarbone and back to that shoulder. Okay, return. And the other one. Yeah. How you doing so far? Yeah. You're getting there. You're doing very well. I'm confident the sequence is doable. I've taught this countless times to varying intensities, varying levels, unless, of course, you have conditions which might prevent you from doing the lunge. Of course, if you have that condition, it's better that you seek guidance, a personal guidance, first before you do the classes. But generally, as I've mentioned, the basic shape of the position is enough as a beginner's practice. And as you gain awareness, your body will just adjust organically. I truly believe in organic adjustment. Even if I teach classes, I would assist my students, but I barely push. I would just give encouragement just for them to feel I'm there beside them. So they still do the elements themselves, but in case, I'm there to support them and to give them a little bit more encouragement to go deeper. All right, beautiful. All right, and crawling forward and arching backwards. Open up. And to the back, you do your down dog. Done. Okay, alternate the leg lift. Only 2 more, and we're finished. All right, crossing, or not crossing, kneeling, and upwards. All right, stay where you are. Okay, you can keep walking those knees. Let me just adjust. It might be too bright here. Okay, keep walking those knees, just marching in place. But then swaying and moving. All right, from there, lifting tall. Yeah, let's do the full one. Or you can just repeat the variations. All right, and then try to loosen. Yeah. You can dance the shoulders, you can lift the head, so you can have a little bit of the momentum left. And to the back again. Yeah, this practice. What's the purpose of bearing the pain, bearing the discomfort, and then not maximizing the potential for the sake of the position, for the sake and the glory of it? I don't think that's right. Yeah. If you need to loosen, do so. If you need to stop, do so. And rise. And the teacher knows if you're slacking. I know. Yeah. Been in this business for more than a quarter of my life. And up. Or half. Lift. Beautiful. And soften. And the last one. We're stepping outside of the hands and lift up to stand. All right, up and down you go. Yeah. If you have the block, yeah, sway around. Step and coil. I'm already preparing for my deeper practice. But it's a good finishing one as well. All right, and then back to your wide legs. Dangle and loosen. All right, the position of the Bakasana. All right, sitting halfway there, preparing to catch the body weight with your hands adjusting, probably about 1 arm distance away from the shoulders, reaching and lifting and breathing. Asana 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and touch the ground. And sitting on the floor. How's that? Yeah, doable, right? Good. And then you can just cross. Okay, and I'll just rub around in circles. Oh, steady. All right. You can keep practicing with me as I continue my sequence. Otherwise, what we've just practiced is more than enough. All right, so let's finish that one first. Inhale, arms lift. And exhale, loosen. Over the head, we look. And then down the hips. One last time. Inhaling. And then hands together. and rest them to the chest. Namaste. Namaste. All right. Otherwise, it's organic for me to sit like this, but this is not required. You can just sit cross legs as our finishing sequence. All right. Thank you very much. And yeah, why not? Join me along. Okay. Up and down we go. Now do the side stretching already. Initiating my back bend practice. All right, let's talk this one. Probably you know already what's happening. Okay. But I'll try and approach it differently. I'll try to do the Supta Padmasana, and I will use those binding of my limbs to draw more space internally. And when I do this, I save time in preparing my spine, the hips, and back bending. Okay, and I'll just hold a moment. Like you're forming a deep well here. Pulling the space in, lengthening there. And reaching long. And then some side stretching or so. It feels good holding this side longer. I can rub in and out of the hip deeper. All right. It feels like I wanted to stay longer here. All right. Of course, the other one. The other side would have to be practice as well. May not be as long as that first round, but it's good to balance the sides. Okay. Crossing to loosen. And then changing. And lifting to sit. Okay. And crossing. And pushing. Okay. Alternate. All right. I'll step this foot forward, either leg steps, and the other one falls. Anjaneyasana. Opening this hip. If the knee is getting in the way, you can rub that foot. Internally, externally, at the same time, drawing this space within. Now it feels good. Okay, back. Lifting, alternating, and just change the other footsteps. And the other one drops. Okay. This is my tighter side, but my stronger side. It's interesting. I find it lighter and easy to do back bends on my tighter side, but stronger side. My left side is my hollow side. And then every time I do a back bend there, I feel like my joints and my bones get out of the position. I need to always rearrange them internally because of my scoliosis, that is. All right, upwards. And backwards. All right, kneeling one. I'll swing my bicep backwards. I can move the chest forward. And I can go deeper. All right, I'll try and do the Laghu Vajrasana. This position is quite interesting. Yeah,
It's not just back bend. Yeah, it's like you're lengthening. Yeah, but at the same time, you're falling. Yeah, and it feels like it's initiating the openness of the core region and the neck, and it's strengthening the sun. And left the same control as the end of the pause. And when I do that, I feel like the muscles of the quads are really engaged. And the deep stretch for the quadriceps. That one. Inhaling. Exhaling. All right. Ekapada Kapadasana. Straighten this leg. I'll try and do it the traditional way, which is much more challenging than approaching it from the Anjaneyasana. But I learned it this way. Draw in, lift up. Using the front leg to create the stability. And then just reposition for more openness. And come down. I just practiced this yesterday, but it doesn't feel easy. It will never feel easy. And I'm not joking. Ekapada Kapadasana. Really challenging. All right, and I'll combine that together with the symmetrical. I'll try to do the Kapadasana. Coiling internally. So my shoulders are not getting in the way of my chest opening up. Looking from shoulder to shoulder, hanging and swaying. And reaching. If you notice, my toes are lifted off the floor. Whereas in the past tutorials, I instructed you to clip through them. But there will be a stage in your practice that your spine will really open up. You can try and then press to the tops of your feet rather than your toes towards the ankle. So your knees are more stable. All right, up. And then up we go. Ooh. Notice how this leg runs away, because that's my hollow side. My more open side, therefore it goes out. Because the side of me, the right side, is the shorter side, but the stronger side, more stable. Interesting, in back bends, your more flexible side will have difficulty doing it. And the Ekapada Kapadasana is really one true test of nadis.
Exhaling.
Read this one. I feel this much lighter, more stable. Not because it's my second try already, but even if I do it as my first side, it is my more stable side. I just have to rub my ankle. And slowly to the ground. Breathe. All right. Upwards.
Burning. That feels really good. Okay, sometimes I'll flow, but if I do it one after the other, that's a challenge. Yeah, that's a challenge. Hopefully my microphone has not died. Am I still there? All right. It is. Good. Eka. Okay, so let me, or Kapotasana. So you can also have a look. All right, if you notice, my feet will move closer together because I wanted to keep my pelvis as intact as possible. It's all right.
I sometimes use my hand and my thumbs in assisting my neck. I'm initiating the back bend directly from the Muladhara. Like I can feel the tip of my tail, and then the compartment or the hollow spot where it's resting. All right, come up. I won't press anymore.
Whew. And up to the middle, matching the knees. I'll try one more. I feel like this part of me remains too hollow inside, so I just have to reconnect to my sacrum to stabilize the hips. Exhaling, inhaling.
Sometimes I use my arm like I'm bracing the disc of my upper back. At the same time, utilizing my tongue and opening my shoulders as well as my neck. And they're light and pain-free. And up. Okay.
Well done, us. And swaying. And bring this one up to the back. Upwards. And backwards. Okay. It's time for my mudras and deep hip openers. I could feel my chakra boiling inside. So Dhisthana, like pockets of air bubbles, yeah, popping inside. Okay. probably because I was not really doing it as it is intended because I'm talking, but I'm just so used to doing the practice and speaking at the same time. Especially during group classes, I realized that probably more than half of the students are visuals, or even most of them, 90% visual learners. Yeah. So I talk and I do the elements all at once. And I can do like a coiling and a flipping dog. Okay. Oh, love that. And one more. Yeah, I love this sun rays behind me. Yeah, piercing through the blinds in front. Yeah, love it. Yeah. I love to take moments of those times of the day, morning. Yeah. And then this is like where the sun sets. And we just have a quick bathe of the sun. All right, dangling, swinging, lifting. Okay, come back. Okay, frog. All right, so let me just adjust. I feel like enjoying that. So adjust the angle. You can just, if you're following me, just do your downward dog and just flowing up and down to your alternate leg lift. You can do your chaturanga as well. All right, I've done twice. Okay, now it's time for me to roll down, and I just do a bit of this. Moving from hip to hip and around the circles. And the other one. And practice the inner thigh massage. Okay. Sukha Kandasana. Okay. This particular position, you might be wondering, why are you twisting and turning and bending your body like that? Well, once you've realized the purpose and the essence of the Kandasana, it goes really deep inside the body. No asana could ever attain. Like you can feel the linings of the sacrum, and then you can draw the energy from those inner linings. Because, well, I use that awareness, the energy side, to meditate upon on. You might call this like a superficial way of meditation, but that's how I attain it. Everyone's nature is different. Probably my being an earth element, I'm a hardcore Taurus myself, physically as well as mentally, spiritually, emotionally. And one trait about us, if you are a Taurus yourself, we want the stability of all things we do. And we're somehow close to changing our patterns. But we need pushing. And I'm lucky to have the people around me to do that. Yeah, to push me. Yeah. But yeah, you agree that we like doing things on our own, and explore things on our own. And then because of that, our realizations can stand the test of time because we know it deeply inside, like they're behind the head. So it's very hard to challenge an experience of a bull. Because we try and do it over and over and over again. That we won't be expressing our opinions or our thoughts, without us verifying these things we hold inside. And we're supporter, we're the defender. Sometimes naughty, but it's because we enjoy the most common pleasures of life. Forward and down. And we love beautiful things, but at the same time, we take care of them and we work hard to attain them. Right? Okay. I'll cut this practice short. One more Kandasana and we're finished. I'd love to connect with you too. It's good to have connection. And once you get to know the nature of the person whom you think at first may be distant, you realize that, you're actually like friends forever. Like you've been, connected even way before you meet each other. It's interesting. All right. And I really believe that everyone which comes our path now is meant to cross our path. Okay, let me just get this one. All right, sweet. And then down they go. Good. A few side stretching with the hand. Circle around this leg. All right. And the last.
For me, asanas are just my way of releasing stagnation, so I'm not too strict about the pointedness of it, the symmetry of it, because I feel them within. As I mentioned, asanas are not for the glory of them. Asanas are a way for us to clear and purify the physical blockages. That's why it's the first stage of the practice. And of course, you're off the mat. Healthy lifestyle management. Done. All right. As we close our practice, I'm being grateful again for another day, another opportunity, new grace, just for us to be able to breathe, and finish our tasks and make it through the day safely and healthily. That's to be thankful for. All right, so let's do that. Inhaling and exhale. Rising up and then down. One more time. Beautiful. Breath up. And then the hands seal together and they are closer to the heart. Good. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you. Always a pleasure to teach you. Bye-bye.